Hey Alexia,
Hey, Foster.
it is raining right now. It is thundering, lightning, kind of scary. You know what that means?
No.
That means that if you had a normal English class in a traditional English school, you probably would not go because it's raining, thundering, all that stuff, right?
That's true. But with Cambly, you can have classes with sunny days, rainy days, cloudy days, spring days, autumn days, whatever.
Yeah, the weather does not affect your English. Honestly, it shouldn't really affect your English in the first place, but there are days when it's just kind of nasty outside and you want to stay at home and learn from the comfort of your own home, and you can do that with Cambly. Isn't that right, Alexia?
Sim, é super verdade. Então você que está procurando ser mais produtivo com o seu inglês, vá lá no cambly.com ou no aplicativo do Cambly, se inscreve, coloca seu e-mail e o nosso cupom que vai te dar uma aula de graça, que é Inglesnuecrupodcast. Dessa forma, você vai estar up to date, completamente conectado e muito, muito feliz com o seu inglês.
Okay, on with the show. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Inglesnuecrupodcast. Alexia, what's up? How are you?
Hey, I am fine. What about you?
I am doing wonderfully. Thank you.
Yay. So today's Friday, and today we are talking about what?
Today we are talking about a documentary that we watched last night with my dad, who most of you know from the show already. And a very interesting documentary that I think continues the theme of business that we were doing before our episodes with Christina, which I hope you guys enjoyed. But anyway, the documentary is called The Inventor, Out for Blood in Silicon Valley.
Yeah. So the title, the name of the documentary, it's like do you know, I think when I read that, I think immediately about Stranger Things, you know?
Yeah. In defense of the documentary, when you say most things, Alexia thinks about Stranger Things.
No, just because trailer is out, they are coming back. Stranger Things 4th of July, 2019. Yeah, y'all. Let's do this.
Yes, Stranger Things will be back. But again, Alexia, that is not the topic of today. So before we really start talking about the documentary, I just wanted to get your first impressions. What did you think about it?
I liked it. Well, I already knew the story because I remember you telling me about the person itself before.
Mhm.
So it was the new Steve Jobs, the new person to be the most successful business person in the world. A woman, which would be amazing as well.
Do you remember her name?
Elizabeth.
Yes, her name is Elizabeth Holmes, and she is kind of a psychopath, but more or less, just to give you some context about the documentary, she started this company called Theranos.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe more or less what this company was trying to do?
Yeah, so I would be the perfect consumer of this company because they were supposed to change the way that you have blood tests and all the results of it. So instead putting a huge needle inside your arm and
Instead of
and taking like a long time to get the results and paying a lot of money, and most of people don't have this money because I mean it's not covered in the insurance, or most of people don't have insurance, health insurance as well. She was trying to make a new project, which is the blood from a little punch,
we would say a prick, a finger prick.
a finger prick.
Right. So with just
Prick? Isn't it what, like, you're a prick?
You can say that. Yeah.
Huh.
A prick can be like an asshole, but we also say it in the medical vernacular of let me prick your finger. That just means let me make a small hole, a small incision to get blood from your finger.
Yeah. So she was proposing that, and you could do it like in any small clinic, like inside of Walgreens.
Or you could do it in your home.
Yes, you
Was
could
the
do it in
really
your home and send to the lab. And the lab was supposed to have a small machine that everything would be tested there. And you didn't need like a medical order,
Yeah, you didn't need
a prescription.
yeah, like permission from your doctor.
Yes, you could do all by yourself and ask for what you wanted to be tested for.
Yes.
So, like, let's test for diabetes, and this would be like $10, and things like that.
Right. So the idea she was selling,
I would love that.
Alexia does not like to take blood. Just talking about it makes her cringe. But the idea she was selling with one small finger prick that you can do at your house, you can receive over 200 blood tests that will tell you everything about your life and health. You can do it every day, every month. It's super cheap, super affordable, painless. It sounds like a perfect invention.
Yeah. And when was this? Like 2010? I don't remember.
I believe she started the company in 2007 when she was 19. She dropped out of Stanford.
Stanford is in California, right?
Stanford, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. And she dropped out. That means she quit university, right? To start this company. Side note, there's also a podcast called The Dropout, which I believe is currently #1 in iTunes. If you want to listen to the podcast and not watch the HBO documentary. So anyway, I became interested in this story because I read a book about it. And when I say I read a book about it, obviously
Listen.
that means I listened to an audiobook about it. The audiobook is by a journalist from the Washington Post. I believe his name is John Carreyrou.
It looks like Carreira, but it's Carreyrou.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce the name.
Carreyrou.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, so his book is called Bad Blood. I don't remember the subtitle, but his book is fascinating. Definitely worth reading if you're interested in this kind of thing. But Elizabeth Holmes, she had this amazing idea. And then she started this company and attracting really, really important people to this company.
But I mean, really important.
Yes.
And old guys. Let's be real here.
Primarily older men.
Yes.
Like super old guys.
But like more than 80 years old. That's what I'm talking about. So not like 50 years old or 60 years old. It's 80 years old.
But not just your normal old grandpa. We are talking about former secretaries of state from the U.S. government. A lot of people worked in the U.S. government. Former CEOs from huge tech companies. The board from her company, you know, the board of trustees.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Os acionistas.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, that would be the stockholders.
Os investidores.
Yeah, that would be investors. A board of trustees is the most prestigious group. It's like an advisory board. So there's a group of like 10 people that give advice to the company, that have a lot of power within the company. And before she really even started the company, she had 10 of the most amazing people in terms of reputation imaginable. So she started receiving tons and tons of investment.
Like $400 million and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So she started to hire the most important people as well to work with her. But she didn't hire like medical people, only engineers, and that's it, more
Right.
or less.
So we don't want to have too many spoilers, but she stole a lot of talent from Apple. She was absolutely obsessed with Steve Jobs.
No, absolutely. If you see a picture of her, you understand what we are talking about.
Yes. And at the height of her company, that means when the company was doing its best in terms of money, financially, she had raised, I think, $500 million, and the company it had a valuation of $9 billion with a B dollars, and she owned half of it, which meant she was worth $4.5 billion.
Yes.
The richest woman in the world
Yeah.
at age like 23.
Not for such a long time.
Yeah, so no spoilers. We will not tell the details, but now Theranos is worth much less than $0. And she,
I value more nowadays.
Alexia's very small bank account has more money in it. And she is worth $0. And she
I
is
have
waiting.
more value than someone else.
Alexia's happy, and that's a very strange thing to be happy about. Okay, she is currently waiting trial in the U.S., so she's waiting to go to court to see how long she is going to prison for.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk to you about it because today is Friday and it's supposed to be a fun day, which we try to do every single week. But we didn't want to like step out of the business subject at all.
You don't think doing a massive scam and stealing blood from sick people to gain billions of dollars is fun?
And then you can find this on HBO documentaries, right?
Yes, you can watch the documentary. It's called The Inventor, Out for Blood in Silicon Valley on HBO. You can read the book. It is called Bad Blood by John Carew.
You can listen to the book.
You can listen to the book, or you can listen to the podcast called The Dropout. The podcast, totally free. If you don't have HBO, get a free trial. Something I want to talk about to people, you can get a free trial for almost everything. Get a free trial, watch what you want, delete it. Sign up with a different email, do another free trial. That is what I love doing.
And that's how Foster scams.
That is my scam. Yes. Have a great weekend.
Bye! Oi, pessoal! Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio do Inglês no Microrádio. A gente fica muito, muito feliz quando vocês estão aqui conosco. E você que quer continuar recebendo novidades e recebendo recursos grátis, vai lá no nosso site e você vai encontrar tudo isso. Além disso, você vai saber quando que Sound School vai abrir para se tornar nosso aluno do melhor curso de inglês online que existe nesse mundão. Então é isso. Muito obrigada de novo por fazer parte da família Inglês no Microrádio e te espero no próximo episódio.